I'm Jimmy. I'm from Black and White Design and Construction. We specialise in building luxury homes and doing bespoke Houghton ads. When I first started, it was just me by myself, doing everything from hanging a door for an old lady to digging footings and carting the dirt out of the site. Now, 10 years later, I've got 6 employees. And it's really turned into something pretty special, and we have the opportunity to be working on some pretty inspiring and amazing projects. Being a builder and running a small business, that's 2 jobs in itself. Before you even start adding in, looking at your accounts, looking at your tax planning, looking at doing your quarterly BAS and all those things, as well as I've scaled my business in the last couple of years, I've now got employees, and that's just a whole other thing. We've got to think about super, we've got to think about workers' comp, we've got to think about the relevant insurances. Probably one of the larger problems that I face is there's a huge amount of uncertainty in construction. So as my business has scaled and we've had hiring clients and bigger turnover, I've really found it invaluable to have someone to consult with on all financial aspects of the business. I've known Kieran going on now probably at least maybe 15 years. I met him at a barbecue and he's been with me from day one. And something that I love about it is we've always had a plan, and that plan's been reviewed very regularly so that we're always working towards the right goals and we're always making the right decisions. Powell Enterprises has assisted my business across the board with everything in terms of all of the administrative tasks that are required when running a small business. This comes down to employee contracts and payroll, right through to tax planning and cash flow planning as well. It's an invaluable service. I think one of the main advantages that I've found working with Powell Enterprises has been their up-to-date knowledge on industry-specific accounting and tax planning. This mitigates a huge amount of stress for me in my business because I know the advice that I'm receiving for my decisions is specifically related to the industry that I work in, and it's also communicated in a relatable way. If I've got a problem, that there's always someone available to give me the right information to make the right decision. I know that they've got my back no matter what goes on. One of the biggest hurdles that I got over recently was about 12 months ago, where I had a multiple of new tenders running at the same time. So I had a lot of my capital invested across multiple projects, and I sort of got to a point where it was very overwhelming, and I got very, very stressed out about it. And I got to a point where that capital wasn't coming back in, and all it literally took was a 2-hour conversation with Powell Enterprises, and they gave me a 3-month cash flow forecast. And basically told me exactly what to do for the next 3 months to get over that hurdle. It was all resolved in a couple of hours. What we're sort of searching for in the future with the business is obviously maintaining what we've achieved so far, and also growing and maybe working towards doing some development projects and some even cooler stuff than what we're doing now. And having Powell Enterprises in my corner, I know that I can definitely achieve that. I think that it's a common misconception that you can just go to any old accountant and get advice and it'll be the right advice, and I just don't believe that that's the case. And I think that having someone that can offer you relatable industry-specific advice is just so valuable. And also someone that really understands the day-to-day grind of what you're going through. I wouldn't be where I am today without engaging Powell Enterprises.